Little People, Big World. Amy Roloff and Marek get married after delay. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. After months of anticipation, adjustments, and heartfelt moments, Little People, Big World star Amy Roloff has officially tied the knot with longtime partner Marek. The couple's wedding, which was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic and personal considerations, finally took place in a beautiful ceremony that blended family, farm traditions, and the fresh start of a new chapter. Lubba fans, who have followed Amy's journey from her days as the matriarch of Roloff Farms to her post-divorce romance with Chris, were thrilled to see the beloved reality star find happiness once again. Let's take a deep dive into everything that led up to the big day, the wedding itself, and how Amy and Chris are settling into married life. Amy Roloff met Marek at a singles mixer event shortly after her divorce from Matt Roloff, her husband of nearly 30 years and father of her 4 children. Though initially uncertain about re-entering the dating world, Amy found Chris' calm demeanor and adventurous spirit to be a refreshing change. Their relationship blossomed slowly and sweetly, with Chris supporting Amy through the emotional ups and downs of navigating life post-divorce. Viewers of Little People, Big World watched the couple fall in love. From their motorcycle road trips to their romantic dinners and heartfelt conversations about the future. After several years of dating, Chris proposed to Amy in September 2019, just one day after her birthday. The proposal was captured for the show, and fans were moved by the emotional moment. Amy gleamed with joy as Chris got down on one knee. For someone who had been through the public dissolution of a decades-long marriage, the proposal marked the beginning of a healing new era. Initially, Amy and Chris planned to get married in 2020. However, the COVID-19 pandemic forced them to reconsider their timeline. With health concerns, travel restrictions, and the desire to include family and friends in a meaningful way, the couple postponed the wedding. Amy admitted that it was a difficult decision but emphasized that safety and family came first. In addition to the pandemic, Amy also faced emotional challenges surrounding the wedding. Planning a new marriage on the very same farm where she had raised her children and built a life with her ex-husband came with mixed feelings. She often expressed how it was bittersweet, a blend of excitement and nostalgia. Eventually, the couple settled on a new wedding date, August 28, 2021. As the date approached, fans were excited to hear that the wedding would be hosted at Roloff Farms, the same iconic location that has been a fixture on Little People, Big World for over 15 years. Despite the emotional complexity of getting married at her former home, Amy ultimately decided that Roloff Farms was the right choice for her wedding. The venue held significant memories, and with its sprawling fields, rustic barns, and picture-perfect scenery, it offered the ideal backdrop. Matt Roloff, Amy's ex-husband, offered the farm as a venue, although it stirred up some drama, with fans questioning whether it was awkward or generous. Amy made it clear that she and Matt were prioritizing their family and being civil for the occasion. She coordinated directly with Matt to ensure things went smoothly but stayed true to her vision of the wedding. The farm was transformed into a romantic outdoor wedding venue. Flowers, fairy lights, and white draped canopies adorned the setting, giving it a soft and magical feel. A large white tent was erected for the reception, with tables decorated with wildflowers and personalized name cards. On August 28, 2021, Amy Roloff and Marek officially became husband and wife. Amy walked down the aisle in a beautiful A-line gown with lace detailing and a tulle skirt, radiating joy and elegance. She was accompanied by her father, Gordon Knight, in an emotional moment that left many guests in tears. Chris looked dapper in a gray suit with a subtle floral boutonniere. As he watched Amy approach, his eyes filled with emotion, and it was evident that both felt the weight and joy of the moment. The ceremony was officiated by Michael Williams, a close family friend. The couple exchanged heartfelt vows, promising to support and love each other through all of life's adventures. Their love story, filled with second chances and mutual respect, resonated deeply with everyone present. Family members were present in full support. Amy's children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, all attended, and several played roles in the wedding. Zach's wife Tori and Jeremy's wife Audrey also shared glimpses from the event on social media, congratulating the. After the ceremony, guests enjoyed a festive reception that blended rustic charm with personal touches. The menu featured a farm-to-table buffet with options ranging from grilled vegetables and roast chicken to artisan bread and signature cocktails. Amy and Chris shared their first dance as husband and wife under twinkling string lights, surrounded by friends and family. Later, Amy danced with her sons and Chris gave a speech thanking their loved ones for their continued support. A highlight of the evening was the wedding cake, a stunning multi-tiered creation adorned with seasonal berries and fresh flowers. Guests raved about the atmosphere, the heartfelt speeches, and the evident love between Amy and Chris. Longtime fans of Lil People, Big World were elated to see Amy find happiness again. Social media lit up with congratulatory messages and emotional tributes. Many fans commented on how radiant Amy looked and how refreshing it was to see her smile after the trials of the past few years. Amy deserves this so much, one fan wrote. She's been through heartbreak, raised 4 kids, built a business, and came out stronger. Others appreciated how the wedding was a reflection of Amy's personality, warm, grounded, and full of love. It wasn't flashy or over the top. It was just real. You could feel the love in every detail, another viewer shared. After their wedding, Amy and Chris set off on a romantic honeymoon, exploring scenic parts of the Pacific Northwest. Amy shared several photos on Instagram of the couple hiking, sipping wine, and enjoying quiet moments together. The newlyweds have since settled into their home in Hillsboro, Oregon. Amy has spoken about how refreshing it feels to create new traditions and routines with Chris. The couple enjoys cooking together, going on motorcycle rides, and hosting friends for dinner. Amy continues to run her small business, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, and remains actively involved with her community. She also maintains a close relationship with her children and grandchildren, often visiting them or having them over for special events. Chris, while less involved in the public spotlight, has shown continued support for Amy's endeavors and even appeared in recent episodes of Little People, Big World, sharing his perspective on their new life together. One of the things fans love most about Amy and Chris is their down-to-earth approach to life. They don't pretend to be perfect, but instead show how love, respect, and communication can build a strong foundation. In interviews since the wedding, Amy has shared that she feels truly seen and valued by Chris. "He lets me be me," she said in one post-wedding interview. "And that's all I could ever ask for." Chris has expressed similar sentiments, calling Amy a wonderful partner and the most caring person he knows. As they move forward, the couple plans to travel more and continue building memories. Amy has hinted at the possibility of writing another book, perhaps about starting over later in life. And Chris has expressed interest in home improvement projects and possibly some small-scale real estate ventures. Amy and Chris' wedding wasn't just a personal milestone. It was a message of hope for anyone who's ever gone through heartbreak and wondered if love could happen again. Their journey has been marked by patience, resilience, and a willingness to embrace the unexpected. For Amy, the wedding marked not only a new marriage but a new phase of life, one filled with intention, gratitude, and joy. And for fans of Little People, Big World, it was a reminder that no matter where life takes you, it's never too late to find happiness. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek's wedding was more than a celebration. It was a beautiful symbol of second chances and enduring love. Despite delays, challenges, and emotional complexity, the couple's big day turned out to be everything they dreamed of and more. Their love story has inspired countless fans and added a meaningful chapter to the ever-evolving Little People, Big World saga. With the wedding behind them and a bright future ahead, Amy and Chris are a living testament to the power of love, patience, and believing that the best is yet to come. Would you like this as a downloadable file or published in a certain format? Little People, Big Worlds, Amy Roloff opens up about wedding to Chris Marek. A beautiful day. Amy Roloff, beloved star of TLC's long-running reality show Little People, Big World, has always worn her heart on her sleeve. After years of watching her navigate life, motherhood, and relationships on screen, fans were delighted when Amy tied the knot with Chris Marek. Now she's opening up about their special day. A wedding that was more than just a ceremony. It was the culmination of love, patience, and a journey years in the making. For Amy Roloff, falling in love again wasn't something she expected. After her 27-year marriage to Matt Roloff ended in divorce, Amy's future felt, yet life had something beautiful in store for her when she met Chris Marek. The pair first connected during a singles mixer and quickly hit it off. Their relationship blossomed slowly but surely, built on mutual respect, shared adventures, and a genuine fondness for one another. "I never thought I'd find love again, especially at this point in my life," Amy admitted in a heartfelt interview. "But Chris changed everything. He made me feel seen and valued." Chris proposed to Amy in 2019, just a day after her birthday, and she said yes with tears in her eyes. The engagement was magical. A romantic dinner, a heartfelt speech, and the promise of forever. Initially, they planned for a 2020 wedding, but like many couples, they were forced to delay their plans due to the COVID-19 pandemic. "It was hard," Amy shared. "We didn't want to put anyone at risk. Our families, our friends, their safety mattered most. But that delay gave us time to make our wedding even more meaningful." The couple used that extra time to iron out every detail, from the guest list to the menu. They were determined to make the event not just safe, but unforgettable. On August 28, 2021, Amy and Chris finally said, "I do" in an intimate ceremony held on the iconic Roloff Farms in Hillsboro, Oregon. It was the same place where Amy raised her children, built traditions, and spent most of her adult life, now transformed into the backdrop of a new beginning. Amy, 59 at the time, walked down the aisle in a custom-designed dress from Justin Alexander's Sincerity collection. With her hair styled in soft curls and a bouquet of blush and white flowers in hand, she looked radiant. Chris, dressed in a classic gray suit with a soft pink tie, couldn't stop smiling as he saw his bride approaching. "It was a beautiful day," Amy reflected. "Everything just felt right. I was nervous, emotional, but so happy." The ceremony itself was filled with touching moments, many of which were shared with fans through Little People, Big World. Amy's children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, all attended, standing by their mother on one of the most important days of her life. Her grandchildren, too, were present, adding laughter and joy to the day. Zach, Amy's eldest son, gave a moving toast during the reception, saying, "Mom, you've been through so much. Seeing you so happy today means everything to us." Chris, welcome to the family. Tears flowed freely during the father-daughter dance, which Amy shared with her late father's memory in mind. She also danced with her sons, a touching tribute to her role as both mom and bride. Amy and Chris didn't want a generic wedding. Every part of the event reflected their personalities and their story. From the hand-picked wildflower centerpieces to the three-tiered cake, inspired by Amy's favorite flavors, chocolate and raspberry. Every choice told a story. The couple also included a memory table with photos of loved ones who had passed, including Amy's parents. "I wanted them to be there in spirit," Amy said. "They meant so much to me." Guests enjoyed a delicious farm-to-table dinner under twinkling string lights. Later, the dance floor came alive with classic hits, and Amy and Chris' first dance, set to Ed Sheeran's Perfect, left not a dry eye in the house. Planning a wedding on television comes with its challenges. Amy was candid about the emotional toll of planning her wedding in the same place where she had once built a life with her ex-husband. There were tensions about logistics, space, and family dynamics, especially with Matt still involved in managing the farm. Sometimes I wondered if it was the right decision, she said. But ultimately, the farm has been a huge part of my life. I wanted to reclaim it in a positive way. Chris, ever the supportive partner, reassured her through the process. He always told me, "Whatever makes you comfortable, we'll do that," Amy revealed. One of the most talked about aspects of Amy's wedding was her bridal look. Fans couldn't get enough of her elegant yet understated gown, which featured lace detailing and a flattering silhouette. "I didn't want something over the top," Amy explained. "I wanted to feel like myself, just a more formal version." Her makeup was soft and natural, and her accessories included a delicate bracelet gifted by Chris the morning of the wedding. Her stylist, a longtime friend, helped her feel confident and calm as she prepared to walk down the aisle. TLC cameras captured nearly every moment of the day, but Amy ensured there were some private, off-camera moments too. There were things I wanted to share with viewers, and things that were just for Chris and me, she said. The wedding episode became one of the most emotional in Little People, Big World history. Viewers around the world reached out with messages of love and support. "I read so many notes and messages," Amy shared. "I never imagined so many people would care. It made..." After the wedding, Amy and Chris didn't immediately go on a honeymoon. Instead, they took a quiet week at home to relax and reflect. "We wanted time to just be us," Amy said. "We went for walks, cooked dinner, and enjoyed the little things." Eventually, they did take a romantic trip to Hawaii, a place Amy had always wanted to explore with her new husband. It was peaceful and beautiful, everything we needed after such a big event. Looking back on her journey, Amy has learned a lot about love, resilience, and starting over. Her advice to others finding love later in life: don't give up on love, be open, be vulnerable, and never settle, she said. "I found love when I wasn't looking, but I was ready to receive it." Amy and Chris continue to appear on Little People, Big World, though at a slower pace, focusing more on their shared life away from the cameras. They enjoy travel, time with grandkids, and working on joint home projects. As newlyweds, Amy and Chris have found joy in the everyday. Whether it's gardening together, hosting friends for dinner, or taking weekend drives through Oregon's countryside, the pair embrace their new chapter with gratitude. Marriage isn't about the big moments, Amy mused. It's about the little ones, the shared laughs, the quiet mornings, the support during hard days. Chris has been a constant companion, encouraging Amy in her endeavors, including her baking business and motivational speaking. "He's my partner in every sense," she said. The response to Amy and Chris' wedding was overwhelmingly positive. Fans flooded social media with messages of congratulations and admiration. One fan wrote, "Seeing you so happy gives me hope for love again. She deserves joy, a wonderful ceremony." Chris is a true gentleman, and it's so how much he adores Amy. Even longtime viewers who followed Amy's ups and downs over the years expressed how touching it was to witness her fairy tale wedding. Amy Roloff's wedding wasn't just a celebration of love. It was a statement of growth, resilience, and finding beauty in unexpected places. After years of personal and public transformation, she emerged stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever. "Getting married to Chris was one of the best decisions I've made," Amy said. "It was more than a wedding. It was a beautiful beginning." And as fans continue to follow her journey, one thing is clear: Amy Roloff's heart and story are just as inspiring today as when we first met her. Introduction: the backlash against Chris Marek. Chris Marek, Amy Roloff's husband on Little People, Big World, entered the LPBW universe as Amy's post-divorce love interest. While many viewers supported Amy's happiness after her difficult split from Matt Roloff, others quickly became skeptical of Chris. Over time, a section of the fanbase has grown increasingly critical of him, sparking debates online about his motives, behavior, and presence on the show. Many fans were initially suspicious about the timing of Chris and Amy's relationship. Amy began dating Chris shortly after finalizing her divorce from Matt, and some viewers felt the transition was too fast. This led to speculation that Chris saw an opportunity in Amy's vulnerability and the